The man crumpled up a bill and dropped it into a cup of tea. When he pulled it out, the brand new bill now looked just like an old worn one. Realizing this trick worked, he threw all the bills into the tea. Because these were all freshly printed fake bills, old bills were much easier to pass off as real, so they waited until the bills were fully soaked, then hung them up on a clothesline, and dried them with a hairdryer to test if the fake cash would work. The two brothers headed to a small shop at the train station, but the moment the owner took the bill and gave it a quick tug, his eyes turned cold. He grabbed the brother's hand without hesitation, sensing something was wrong. The older brother rushed over to help. He pulled with all his strength, barely dragging his brother out of the crowd, but the owner wasn't letting them go. He abandoned his stand and called for backup, planning to drag the brothers to the police. With no other option, they ran for their lives. Only after running several kilometers did they finally shake off the pursuers. They couldn't believe that their carefully crafted fake money had failed, but the brothers didn't give up. Back home, Mark stared at the fake bill, trying to figure out how something that looked so real got spotted so easily. He mixed one fake bill with two real ones, and asked his brother to close his eyes and pick the fake one. To his surprise, his brother picked it instantly. They realized the problem was in the paper. To find paper that felt like real cotton fiber, the brothers searched every street and alley. Just as they were about to give up, Mark found a magazine page with a texture close to what they needed, but it was too thin. In the next moment, Mark stacked two sheets together, and now it felt just like real money. Once they confirmed it worked, they got to work right away. But making fake bills wasn't easy. First they had to hand draw a rough version of the bill. Luckily, Mark was incredibly talented at drawing. He carefully studied every detail of the real bill, then spent a full week sketching both sides. Next, they shrank the artwork to the size of actual currency. To make the lines more realistic, Mark coated the surface with a chemical agent, then baked it in the oven multiple times. That's how the bill's template was finally completed. They then removed the security strip from a low-value note and inserted it into the fake one. After that, they added a thin layer of water to seal everything in a sandwich structure. Finally, Mark applied a layer of clear varnish on top, so the fake bill would sound crisp like a real one when snapped. To test their hard work, they went to the market during lunch break to see if the upgraded fake bill would work. The older brother handed it over nervously. His heart was racing, but a second later, the shopkeeper handed him a drink. To their surprise, the fake money had actually worked.